you're losing money right now. And it's no one's fault but yours. Not because you're reckless, but because you've let these silent habits slide under the radar. These are silent wealth killers, habits hiding in plain sight. And today, we're going to uncover 5 of the worst. Stick around, because the last one, it's so common, most people don't even know they're doing it. Let's start with a sneaky one that's disguised as progress. You got a raise. Congratulations. But instead of investing it or paying down debt, you moved into a pricier apartment, upgraded your car, and started dining out more often. That's lifestyle inflation, spending more as you earn more. It feels justified. After all, you're making more money, right? But here's the trap. If your expenses rise at the same rate as your income, you're not actually getting richer, just spending differently. In fact, studies show that many six-figure earners still live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because they've built a lifestyle that demands that income level to survive. How do you stop this wealth drain? Lifestyle discipline. Live slightly below your means and bank the difference. That gap is where real wealth is built. But what if your money is leaking without you even touching it? You sign up for a free trial. You forget to cancel, and boom, you're now paying $12.99 a month for a service you haven't used in 6 weeks. Now multiply that by 5 or even by 10. In a world of digital subscriptions, autopay is a silent predator. From streaming services to unused apps, cloud storage, software tools, even gym memberships, subscriptions quietly nibble at your income. And the worst part? They're designed to be forgettable. Companies don't want you to notice. A 2023 survey found that the average person spends over $130 per month on subscriptions they rarely use. The fix to this financial drain? Do a quarterly subscription audit. Set a calendar reminder. Check your bank statements and cancel anything you don't use weekly. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I'll clean that up. But what about the spending habits that don't feel like spending? You've heard it before. Cut out your daily coffee and you'll be rich. That's an oversimplification, but the principle is sound. It's not about the coffee. It's about accumulated micro-spending. $5 here, $8 there. Snacks, delivery fees, bottled water, impulse buys. Individually, they seem harmless. But over time, $10 a day equals $3,650 a year. And that's without interest or opportunity cost. Want to keep the coffee? Fine. But track all your habitual small buys for just 7 days. You'll be shocked where your money goes when you're not looking. But even worse than small spending is spending that is justified as helpful. Bad day? Buy something. Go through a messy breakup. Buy yourself some new shoes. Stressed out? Add that item to your cart. We call it retail therapy, but it's really emotional spending. It's how millions manage boredom, stress, anxiety, even celebration. The result? A home full of stuff and a bank account full of regret. Emotional purchases rarely come from need. They come from impulse plus dopamine. And retailers know it. They design apps and ads to hit those emotional triggers. The fix? Set a 24-hour rule for all non-essential purchases. If you still want it tomorrow, it's probably worth considering. If not, it was just emotion in disguise. But there's one more silent killer that's rarely discussed, but causes the most wealth loss. Not emotional, not impulsive, but passively destructive. This one's simple, but devastating. You don't know how much you spend each month. You're not sure how much you save. You're unclear on where your money actually goes. That's financial fog, and it's the breeding ground for every other bad habit. When you don't track your money, you can't improve it. And yet, most people would rather avoid looking than face the reality. But awareness is power. You don't need a fancy app or a 12-tab spreadsheet. Start with 3 questions. How much do I make? How much do I spend? And where is the gap? And is it growing? If you can answer those consistently, you'll be ahead of 90% of people. And here's the real secret. Wealth isn't about luck, or intelligence, or timing. It's about intentional choices, repeated consistently. Silent wealth killers don't announce themselves. They slip in through routine, through distraction, through convenience. Now that you know where to look, you can start to take control of your finances. There are plenty of ways the wealthy handle their money to get ahead. Check out this video if you want to learn how the wealthy handle their money.